And welcome everyone, come on! Liverpool have progressed to the last 16 of the Champions League with a 1-0 victory against Napoli. What a fantastic win that was, everyone. Let me know your thoughts in the match reaction. I want to gauge every single one of yous. I'm made up, I'm buzzing like every single one of yous. Alisson's save, which will kick off straight away. That is why you invest heavily in a world-class goalkeeper, to get you out of these situations in games that you need that one chance from the opposition to maybe put that away, and Alisson need that one chance from the opposition to maybe put that away, and Alisson, the Brazilian #1, has dug us out of a big massive hole there. We could have done that in the Champions League, but tonight, Tom, get in, everyone get in. Let me know your thoughts as well. If you're watching this after as well, make sure you do drop your comments in as well. And if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and let me know your thoughts. Put your bell notifications on as well. But Alisson, yet again, we'll start off. That is why he's highlighted tonight. We'll talk about a lot of the other stuff that happened in the game, really, but we'll talk about a lot of the other stuff that happened in the game, really, but hey Denny, how you doing, mate? But that is the main talking point that we'll kickstart this episode. It was called upon. What a fantastic save. When you get that ball looped into the box, you're like, fantastic. It is fantastic, mate. Colin, you absolute legend. Everyone, let me know your thoughts. If you are in the live stream, make sure you let me know you're in here. But it was all of us, I don't think we've got any any nails left, biting stuff anyway. But Alisson, man of the match for me personally, everyone, and I want to know your thoughts. Your man of the match. That's exactly what he done at Roma last season, and tonight he has digged us out of a hole. Attacking wise, Liverpool as well. Well, we played very well defensively as well, didn't we, everyone? In terms of Napoli's chance creation, they really let themselves down. Personally, I felt they come to Anfield, they would have well known, Carlo Ancelotti would have expected to at least knowing they needed to score a goal, but they from an attacking point of view, from them, they really did disappoint me. Thank the Lord that they didn't turn up and play well. But in terms of them, I was very surprised by how poorly they did start the game and the whole majority of the game. Dries Mertens, obviously, he got substituted off, and I think around about 60th minute anyway. Milik, the big Polish striker, he come on, tried to change a bit of the attacking play for the Italians, but he was very much didn't see much of the game. They had to flip the game on their heads. Napoli having to pump long balls into the box. And defensively from Liverpool tonight, getting absolutely fantastic. We can talk about the attacking play, everyone, in a little second, but from the defensive point of Liverpool's game tonight, I felt it was absolutely fantastic. And man of the match for me was Alisson from a defensive point of view. Man of the match for obviously Mo Salah anyway. You've got to give the lad a cracking goal. Just jinked off the back of Koulibaly, who he stood up, done a little dummy, and put him on his backside anyway. Their goalkeeper for their goal, happy days, it went through I forgot his name anyway. Obviously the ex-Arsenal goalkeeper anyway, to completely Ospina, there we go. It went through his legs, didn't it? And we were like, what a fantastic goal. Mo absolutely done him there, didn't he? Straight through the legs, and happy days anyway. But everyone, let me know your thoughts. I will be reading out your quick comments anyway. Get them in the show. But if you're new around here, make sure you do let me know your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel if you're new anyway. But fantastic goal by Mo Salah. He's been doing that over. That's 4 goals in his last 2 games. In a red shirt in the last 2 games. Fantastic from the Egyptian. I felt from the forward 3 lads tonight. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on this. He was obviously the best in terms of the attacking play. Defensively, superb. Them tracking back. If it was Gulam come on for Napoli in that second half, he was substituted on, going down that left-hand side, and you wanted Mohamed Salah to really come back, track the Algerians runs into the box, and Salah was doing that perfect to an absolute T. The Liverpool lads knew tonight they needed to defend, and there would have been situations like Alisson's save that the defence needed to be asked upon, and that's when you want your squad in defensive players to really stand up. Virgil van Dijk, there was a chance for Napoli tonight as well that we can remember. I think it was Callahan down that right-hand side. He come across, and there's two, I think it was Milik and another lad of the Napoli players. Both of them were literally waiting for a tap in, but you've got big Virgil, as always he does. He gets a foot in, clears it, and you're like, oh, fantastic clearance by Virgil van Dijk as well. Hopefully Trent isn't injured that badly, but attacking play we created so much tonight, didn't we, everyone? And in terms of the attacking play from Liverpool was great in terms of creating, but in terms of Liverpool's finishing, it was absolutely terrible and so poor. But luckily, Alisson bailed us out tonight, because Sadio Mane missed about 2-3 sitters, and the others, like Gini had a chance, Salah had a couple of chances as well. It wasn't just Mane. It was a whole load of the Liverpool attackers really missing such easy chances. And touch wood, thank everyone that Liverpool have not been caught out in terms of Napoli nicking an equaliser and Liverpool going out of the Champions League, everyone. But thank the Lord for Alisson. Thank you, the owners. Thank you, Virgil van Dijk. And obviously, Jurgen Klopp for bringing in Alisson anyway. I will be getting to your quick comments anyway, but Alisson, man of the match, and Salah, man of the match for me. But Danny, absolutely spot on there, everyone. But really, just wanted to talk about that match anyway, in terms of the defensive display from Liverpool tonight was absolutely spot on. And I get to your comments as well, everyone. Yo, getting Jack, Tom Coonley. Yeah, welcome, everyone. I went off Liverpool Football Talk, Sean's stream, to come here. OZA Arts, thank you very much, mate. Everyone, let me know your thoughts. I want to gauge your opinions and your thoughts on the match. Let me know those and I'll read them out on the live stream. But if you're watching this after, make sure you do get involved and I will be replying and get them into the next episode that we do, everyone. Fantastic. Colin said fantastic. Come on, Reds. Danny has said, Jesus Christ, I love Alisson. I think we all do after that performance, mate. The one chances that you do get in the games, how many times have we watched Liverpool over the couple of seasons, and there's always it's David De Gea. It's exactly what David De Gea has been doing at United for the last 5 years. Opposition against Manchester United have a shot, and there's no way David De Gea should be saving them and digging Manchester United out of a hole, and that's what Alisson's done tonight anyway. Liverpool could have been a bit on the tail in terms of missing the chances that we've already discussed anyway, but you'll never walk alone. This is from Danny. The only thing is our finishing. We weren't the best tonight, but we got the job done. Get in. Danny, you are absolutely spot on there, mate. Regardless of the chances missed, regardless of Everton, Liverpool, as you can see for the title, we can enjoy our Christmas period knowing that we are into the Champions League knockout stages now, and that's the most important. We knew we needed to win this game by 1 goal or 2, as much as we didn't like at the back end of that match, and we all of us nearly had heart attacks by the end of the 90 minutes. We would take that. We would have bit your hands off before the kick-off anyway. But Danny, you're absolutely spot on there, mate. And Muzir said, Alisson. What a man that Brazilian fella is. Such a beautiful human being. He should be a model. If he retires from football, he's definitely going into modelling. The Dewey has said, Hendo was brilliant second half. Dewey, you're absolutely spot on there, mate. In terms of his discipline, he was the cooling head anyway. You seen him in the first half, mate, didn't we? We all seen him. Talking to Virgil van Dijk, it looked like they had a more or less a disagreement, but that's what you need. You need your players to be talking out there on the pitch anyway. When you're seeing Napoli had a bit of momentum in terms of that first half and second half, the lads sorted that out absolutely superb in terms of them talking and communicating, so that was great, mate. Mane will get his finishing sorted for the Manx on Sunday. Tom, hopefully you're spot on there, mate. I'm pretty sure you are, mate. And Mane, I think he will repay us. And as Tom's just said, hopefully he bangs in a hat-trick against the Manx on Sunday, because that would be absolutely lovely, wouldn't it? After tonight, come on. Ariel, we had Firmino running back on the defence like he normally does, but he was absolutely solid in our defensive end. Ariel, you absolutely spot on there, mate. I think I alluded to it at the beginning of the match, mate. In terms of the attacking players coming back, we needed that tonight. Napoli in the first half, very much, they were getting into scenarios where I think Hamsik had the chance in that first half where he just about hit it over. Dries Mertens and a couple of the Napoli lads did have chances. And luckily, when Liverpool were called upon, they were in the right areas. And that's something that Liverpool's forwards are so... I think everyone forgets. It's all right having the world's best forwards in the world, but if they're not tracking back, but that's what makes Liverpool's front three very different from the rest of the front three, the best front threes in Europe. You don't see Neymar, Mbappe tracking back, Cavani, but what you get with Liverpool in terms of those front three, you get a defensive forward three thinking players as well as going forward. You get them tracking back, and that's very much what they done tonight. And Ariel's absolutely spot on there. She's alluded to that. Our defence is absolutely boss. That's from Danny. Fabinho got subbed on. This is from Ariel. Subbed on, and that was just a relief. He's absolutely solid defensively. Yeah, superb decision by Jürgen there, mate. You had to bring him on. We were getting into the back end of the 5 minutes into, I think it was 4 minutes added on, wasn't it? Like, we needed that defensive stability. Obviously, Trent went off, and then you had Dejan Lovren coming in playing right back. Right back. That was a bit dodgy anyway, but it was great to see him. And Fabinho, you needed that. We got bailed out by Alisson, but happy days. That's why you spend all that money on that goalkeeper. That's what we've been crying out for the last 5-10 years. A solid goalkeeper and a solid world-class centre-back, and that's what we've got. And that's what results like tonight get you for all that money anyway. Salah scoring. Bring on Man United. That's from Mark. Yes, Mark, that's what we like. And I cannot wait for that. I'm going to the match anyway, but I want to gauge all your opinions up in the build-up for that anyway, so we can all discuss that big game come Sunday. Andrew Quinn's commented, Salah scoring all around us, Copites singing, having fun. It's a season, love and understanding. Merry Christmas, Napoli. Absolutely spot on there, Andrew. Top of the league as well. Matthias, absolutely spot on there. What a fantastic start to the season, everyone. I think we would have liked to have qualified a lot easier outside of this group, but when the draw got given to Liverpool, Napoli, PSG and Red Star Belgrade, it wasn't the easiest group. By no means Napoli are any mugs. They finished second in Serie A last season, so they beat us at their grounds, rightly so, because we played poor. But tonight they gave us a threat, and they were very difficult to combat against in terms of the attacking play and the counter-attacking play in which Carlo Ancelotti and his Napoli team do pose. But we absolutely dealt with the threat by Napoli for the whole 95 minutes, and we already know who and the players that did step up when they needed to in those areas. But absolutely spot on there, mate. Really liked some of the Matip's long, quick passes tonight. Danny, absolutely spot on there, mate, in terms of Matip when he did get brought in. A couple of very lovely forward through balls, and that very much did help us, Danny, in terms of trying to set up our attacks. Napoli, Matip, sorry, when he was at Schalke in the Bundesliga, that's something that Jurgen Klopp did identify when he did bring him in, is passing. I think that's something that completely gets missed with Matip. He's very similar in terms of the passing ability of Virgil van Dijk. Both of them can very much ball play, and if you're looking for a pass, if Henderson can't very much receive the ball, but your two centre-backs, Matip tonight, you're absolutely spot on there, mate. A nice one for dropping that comment in. It's a quality comment there. But the vision by Matip tonight, as well as the defensive play from him and the lads at the back, was spot on there. Paul Munchin said, we are blaming Mane if we drew. Paul Machin said, we'll be blaming Mane if we drew. The jury, we would be blaming Mane if we drew, but in terms of a whole team performance, mate, you can't pin a draw. But we've won. It doesn't matter anyway, mate. But the whole team performance, really. If we did draw that match, I think I'm not just going to sit here and talk about Mane missing chances, because there was a whole host of chances that Liverpool could have put away tonight. I think there was a Virgil van Dijk chance as well, even though he was flagged offside. But the big Dutchman, he did have an opportunity just to bring that down. And there was so many more opportunities other than just Mane, mate. Because it would have been wrongly to just pin the blame on Sadio Mane if that was the case. If we did draw, but it doesn't matter, does it? Because we are through to the last 16. Come on, Redmen. But yeah, absolutely legends, everyone. Thank you very much for getting involved. Let me know your man in the matches as well, everyone. Alisson was immense tonight, better than David De Gea. Now bring on United. Mary, absolutely spot on there. Danny, Matip constantly looking forward for options. Danny, absolutely spot on there, mate. Your follow up from obviously your comments talking about Joel Matip's vision in terms of his creativity as a centre back. Anyway, mate, this ref was absolutely rubbish. This from Andrew, and he's against Liverpool for sure. But all those yellow cards were so dumb. Virgil misses next game because of this. You battered your ball, mate. From Ariel, apologies, mate. But it's a big frustration, obviously, as you just alluded to there, mate. Virgil van Dijk, it's European refs. You're gonna get that. I don't think any fans should be very surprised by the officiating by the European refs anyway, mate. And going into the last 16, it'd be exactly the same in terms of the quality, really, in terms of the officiating. It's not like the Premier League where the challengers like tonight will just get brushed aside and the referee just go play on, really, in terms of, but it's Europe. I think we need to be a lot more smarter in terms of areas of the pitch, really, like we weren't tonight, but luckily enough it didn't cost us, really. But going in further into a competition, we need to be a lot more wiser in terms of players going in for tackles anyway. We're not like there were bad tackles really tonight, everyone, really, but it's you're not gonna get with what you're gonna get with European refs like we seen tonight was they're a lot more lenient on terms of just a slight tackle. Even the Virgil van Dijk tackle where he went through, it was in the first half when he did get the ball, but he just slightly followed through, and the referee was like, "Oh yeah, there you go, yellow card." But Koulibaly as well. The ref was fair, but there was a couple of times when you're like, "Oh, come on, ref." This ref, but yeah, yo, easy Liverpool F77. Nice one, mate, for getting involved. Haha, Mertens got subbed off to go apologise to our sign in the tunnel. Love you to bits, Jack La. Great wee night for all of us. Up the mighty Redmen and all you LFC legends on here. Give our Jack a smash on the like button. Tom, absolute legend, mate. But smash the like button for Liverpool's great performance, Tom, and every single one of yous. I'm just like every single one of yous. We're so big Liverpool fans, aren't we? Every single one of us. We love this club, and we love this club to progress and hopefully win this season's Champions League anyway. But tonight, it's a big step, and it was a step that we did need to take. But we've took that one step, and bring on whoever. Because I tell you what, even though we did finish second in the group, there will be a lot of very difficult teams that we will be getting drawn up against potentially. None of them will want to see play us as well, especially if the second game in the last 16, like we seen against Porto, absolutely demolished them. Apologies, I went in the first leg anyway, 5-0, and then you get to Anfield, and then we done the job there. It was already done in the first leg, but bring on everyone that we come up against, I will say, everyone. Did you read my comment about Alisson and Robbo? Andrew, oh, apologies, mate. Yeah, I'll quickly scroll up. Andrew. I haven't seen it, mate. Drop it in again, mate. Apologies. Can't really find it on the stream. So many comments, mate. But Andrew, retype that if you don't mind, mate, and I'll read out your comment, definitely. How come you haven't joined Liverpool Talk channel, aka Sean? Being very, very busy, mate. I will jump on Sean's live stream if he is still on, or if Sean wants to. I definitely need to sort out getting on with Sean anyway, a podcast and all that. But if you would like to see that, let us all know. Let me and Sean know. But just being busy, very busy. But apologies, everyone. This is from St. Patrick's Ghost. He said, Jack, we done a top job tonight. Looks like we are hitting a bit of form. someone is going to get a hiding. Hopefully, it's United. St. Patrick, hopefully, mate. But tonight was absolutely lovely, wasn't it, fella? But we are hitting form, as St. Patrick just said then. We're hitting form at the right time in the season, really. Defensively, we've been easily one of the best defensive sides in Europe in terms of not conceding a lot of goals, but that's all down to Liverpool's defence, obviously, i.e. the man of the thumbnail. That's why I've put him in there, and the man of the match for me, Alisson, tonight. And it's by times when you're getting like the game last week when Alisson just comes up, saves it, top corner, starts a counter-attack, and then we score, and to make it 3-1 with Shaqiri's goal as well. And i.e. tonight as well, that last kick of the game, Alisson steps up big, as you like, the big Brazilian, and he does his job. That's why you pay all that money. I think there's too much. One second, mate. But absolutely, St. Patrick, nice one, mate, for your comments. Ario, I think this from Ario, she said, you've said, mate, I think there's too much hate on Mane. I mean, Ginny missed a lot, but both of them helped so much defensively. They were amazing, and they were so perfect with the building up play. Ariel, there's no hate for anyone really tonight. I don't look at Twitter, everyone. I don't look at Twitter really. I just gauge it my thoughts really when I'm watching a match. Obviously, in an ideal scenario, we could have won that match 6-0. We would have buried every single chance, and it would have been a lot more easier. And but that's not how football works. Football, you miss chances in games, and Alisson, goalkeepers have to make remarkable world-class saves. Football's not like a computer game where you can just like pass the ball there, bang it in the back of the net. Napoli are a very well-drilled defensive side, as are Liverpool, and sometimes Liverpool's forwards, midfielders and defenders do all miss chances anyway. So Mane, the tireless work he did do defensively, as you've already said there, Ariel, you've alluded to it, is defensive work. Firmino's defensive work and Salah's as well, even though they did miss a lot of chances tonight. But the scoreline is the only thing that matters to every single one of us, and that's the result that matters, and that's the only thing that matters. Get it. And we're through anyway. But nice one for your comment, mate. Really do appreciate that. Barca's Dembele for Mane any day. Well done tonight, lads. You'll never walk alone. Netroy, thank you very much for your comment, mate. He will cost a lot of money. And judging by Dembele's form and goal tonight, mate, Barca, I don't think we'll be letting him go anytime soon. But for me personally, mate, I think a lot of yous would take Dembele over Mane. But Mane, he's a fantastic striker, and he was our man of the match in that Champions League final, everyone. I think, don't forget, he was the only person in that Champions League final last season that stood up to the plate and really delivered in that final, really, in terms of attacking display, that is. Alisson, man of the match. This is from Dominique Lambert. Thank you very much for leaving your comment in there. Alisson, man of the match, easy decision that saved us the game. Really, our attack should have ended. The attackers should have ended the game early on. Had Alisson not made those saves, we would be here ranting down our attacking line. Dominique, you're absolutely spot on there. The attacking wise didn't really perform tonight, but hopefully in the latter stages of this competition, that's when our attackers just start banging in willy-nilly all the goals anyway. So that the later this competition goes on, that's where you want your attackers. And you never know, Mane could absolutely bang in a hat-trick like he did in Porto last season in the last stages of the last 16. He got a cheeky hat-trick away from home in the last 16 in the first leg. So I think he might be saving his goals for that. And a couple of the forward lads are as well. Because if you look at last season, that's when Mane, Firmino and Salah, that's when their run of form really did pick up in the latter stages. So that's where we'll expect a lot more goals. Counter-attacking will be a lot more easier in terms of the way in which we play, like we did last season. Our play suits the counter-attack and our defensive displays tonight and this season. I think that's something that we've come so far from last season, which will help us. And like it did tonight, superb defensively and superb in sometimes in terms of the attacking displays as well. Not just to dismiss the attacking play from tonight, but Salah had to get in that position to score that goal. And in an ideal world, as I've already said, we could have won that 6-0. But in terms of chance creation, we done superb tonight. And in another day, that could have been 6, 7, 10-0. Even my mum said when she was watching a match as well tonight, she was like looking at me, she was screaming, how is Mane or the lads missed that? She was like, that's easier to score that. And I was like, tell me about it. Well, yeah, thank you very much, everyone. I am reading out your comments. But Dick out, Alisson, your beauty, get in, you'll never walk alone. Man United next, let's get him. That's from Foxy. Come on, bring on United. Hi, Jack. Dave, how you doing, mate? Need to speak to you and Sean. Definitely get on a video very soon. Both of you are doing all right, everyone. Let me know your thoughts on the match as well. I'll be reading them out. You absolute legends. It's easy to say our attack won't be firing. They will have their ups and downs, but our attack hasn't been firing for a while now. Dominique, absolutely spot on there, but in terms of, you can't really, I think, Dominique, I want to ask you, and every single one of you really, I know we want to be obliterating teams 6-5-0 every single game, but marked contrast from last season, really, I love Liverpool's defensive displays. They've so muchly improved from last season. We can grind out a 1-0 or a 2-0 like we did tonight, because we've got such great defensive players. But last season, I think defensively we were a lot more weaker. We could not have grounded out a lot more trickier games, if you get me, Dominique. Really, but I am with you. I do get every single one of you when I do speak to a lot of yous. Every single one of you, my subscribers, and when I speak to my mates. We do miss chances this season, but what's most important, what we can't forget really, like tonight, we've got a solid defensive unit behind our forward three lads. And that is, when you watch Leicester win their league title, the amount of I think they went on like a 9 win streak of 1-0s, and then your classics of 1-0 to the Arsenal. Liverpool's defence has been vastly improved this season, and I think if we are to go anywhere near another Champions League final this season, hopefully, that's where and that's where you will see the improvements from last season. Our defensive displays will have improved, because we will be getting drawn up against a lot more harder oppositions like we did last season. We had Porto, we had Manchester City, and then we had Roma. But because we finished second in the group, we will be probably getting a Barca or a Inter. I'm not too sure on the seedings, everyone, so let me know if anyone knows who we will be officially getting drawn up against. But I think that draw will be getting made very soon. I think it's Friday or Saturday this week, everyone. Will be doing a live reaction to that anyway. But let me know. Michael Baslin, thank you very much, mate, for dropping your comments on. Joel Matip will be knocking on Klopp's door this week. What a performance. Michael, absolutely spot on there, mate. And there's been a lot of comments about Joel Matip's performance tonight. I was like, not questioning the selection really, but Joel's not had a lot of game time underneath his belt. But tonight, arguably, possibly one of our best players tonight. Him and Virgil van Dijk, Robbo down that left, Trent prior to him getting injured. The defensive lads and Alisson, of course, they were absolutely superb. But nice one, Michael. This season has been about our defence. Without them, at the moment, we would be sitting in 5th or 6th place in the table right now. Dominique, absolutely spot on there. It's like we're watching a different Liverpool compared to what we've been watching over the last 3-5 years. Liverpool have never been seen to be a very good defensive unit team. when everyone outside of Liverpool, in terms of football, in terms has looked at Liverpool, they have said, oh yeah, Liverpool are sound going forward, and they're always a threat, but defensively they can always get got at. But tonight, and top of the league for a reason, from a defensive point of view. If you can see, they're thinking about 5 or 6 goals in the league this season. That just tells you every single thing that you need to know. The ref has been awful at the moment. Mark, I think we've already had our little talk about that ref, Mark. He wasn't at all very good tonight, was he? Yatesy, yes, Jack. Salah is a beast. He definitely is, mate. Great night, Jack. Gary, absolutely fantastic, mate. Come on. LFCG, we are through and top of the table. Tremendous work from the lads. We can put the group of doom behind us and bring on United. LFCG, you're absolutely spot on there, mate. Alisson, the signing of the season for sure. Dominique, Alisson's definitely man of the match. We wouldn't be going through without the big monster keeper. I want to meet him. I want to see how tall he is, because I've got a lot of tall mates, and I think every single one of you have probably got a lot of tall people that you know. But he seems like a big lad. It's not just his height. Apologies, everyone. It's not just his height. It's how wide he is. He fills the goal, which is great to see. Because if you're trying to score past Alisson, you've got to get past his arms, really, in his frame. He's so big, but it's his confidence, as we've seen. I'm going to admit, I didn't see a lot of him at Roma last season, but in terms of the rave reviews prior to us signing him, everyone was saying he's a big-time goalkeeper that really does stand up to the occasion and does, like tonight, like he has done. Hopefully, because if we want to win this Champions League, tonight won't be the only time Alisson will have to get us out of a hole. There will be big saves along the way, but tonight is one of what money does buy in a world-class goalkeeper. Get in, St. Patrick. Liverpool are back to the good old winning trophy days. I can see them coming very proud. Oh, yes, oh, yes. Christopher Buckley, absolutely spot on there, mate. But results and trophies are determined on winning finals, mate. But it's a good feeling, Christopher. And like you've just said, the feeling around the club, like tonight and like tonight's performance. And we're top of the league. Long way to go, but it's good to be in contention for the league title at this current stage in time. Good to be into the last 16. There's a long way to go, but it's great that we are in the. We're talking about this as fans, and other opposition fans will be like, "Oh, Liverpool and the knockouts and all that." Let them all talk about us anyway, because they're just jealous in terms of the opposition. Ref was a joke, but nice one, Christopher, for dropping your comment, mate. Ref was a joke tonight, but we still won. Harry Crow, 187, absolutely spot on there, mate. The result that matters. Yeah, we can look at it after, but we're through. That ref can go and fly off to wherever he wants. I think he refereed in Spain or German Bundesliga or something. But he had an absolute shocker. Hopefully we never, ever, touch wood, don't get him again in this Champions League. Watch him be the Champions League final referee when we get there. Will be our luck. Myself and Sean got to get over to Anfield, bro. Dave, absolutely spot on there, mate. You're very welcome round for a cup of tea, and you can stay over at ours. If you're ever over in England, mate, that would be an absolute pleasure, mate. And I'll show you around Liverpool, show you around all the sights, the wonderful sights of Liverpool. Obviously Anfield, which is the main attraction, not Goodison Park. No one wants to see Goodison Park. But I'll show you Anfield. Dave, I told you they won't let you in. Getting Liverpool, Freddie Ray's, getting Liverpool. I had to stream the match at work, almost got caught, but well worth it. You never walk alone from Los Angeles. Freddie, hopefully your manager isn't a Manchester United fan. If he was a bit naughty, he's probably a Man U fan, isn't he? But Freddie, switch your phone off, mate. Switch my stream off. Don't want you to get in trouble. But Freddie, enjoy the rest of your day. That's the most important. Come on, we won and get in, Liverpool. Night call, Liverpool fire. Yes, Alisson and Salah. Farik, We're boss. They call one season wonder, but what about 2 season wonder? Mo proof he is still on form. Nyko Salah coming back. He definitely is, mate. Me on top to score a top prem and now 16th round. Nyko spot on. Salah will shine as last year, just from Tariq. Fans should still believe on Salah. We definitely do believe in Salah, mate. Fantastic world striker in Europe, one of the best in Europe, and we're happy we've got him, haven't we? He's the one to bring trophies back. Lewis, I just want the Prem trophy. We want everything, mate. As Liverpool fans, we strive and we live off wanting to win every single trophy, regardless if it's the FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League. We want to win them all. Gutted about Virgil van Dijk's 1 game suspension in the next round after winning the ball. Couldn't make it up. Stephen, gutted, mate, but based on Joel Matip's performance tonight, mate, and obviously Dejan Lovren potentially coming in, but Joe Gomez, hopefully, mate, touch wood, will be a lot more fitter in the next couple of weeks. So after January, when we do get tied up against whoever we are, if it's Messi and the boys of Barca, if it's Bayern, if it's Tottenham, I'm not too sure if you can get Tottenham in the last 16. I think you can. So it could be City. I don't think Tottenham finished. I think they finished second in their group, so we couldn't get them. But if City come top, we could get another round of Manchester City again. But bring on whoever we get, mate. Because it'd be a very fantastic game. What was Mane doing? Nyko, AMV, he just had an off night, mate, didn't he? But we won, so happy days. Under 21s won also 5-1 against Napoli. Great result all around. Soph, get in. The lads, if they want to be pushing into this first team, Soph, as you just said, then looked like a great result. I didn't watch it. Soph, who scored? I'm not too sure. I think I've seen the update at half time. I think it was like 2-0 or 2-1. But great result for both for Liverpool's young lads and the under 21s and Liverpool's first team. How much money Liverpool? Apologies, mate, Mohammed. How much money Liverpool club will be getting for reaching the round of 16? Alisson worth whatever the club paid to get him. Mohammed, absolutely spot on there, mate. I think it's every single round that progresses when you get into the knockouts, mate. I might be slightly off, but I think it's around about £5 million per match when you do get into the knockouts. So that's great. And then on top of that, you've got the television rights of obviously BT or Sky, whoever, who is getting the rights to the Champions League. But Mohamed, as you've just said then, mate, Alisson will be the talk of the town as well as the whole team. But Alisson and Mohamed Salah tonight, 2 of the lads that stepped up to the mark. Every single one of them did tonight as well. But those 2 will be getting the most talked about them, and rightly so. Lewis, when will you do the next stream of a live reaction? Lewis, hopefully soon, mate. But as you've all been aware, when I do my live streams, it's not the case in terms of me doing it on me tablet or my iPhone. It's usually when I'm trying to set it up on my laptop. There's been a slight delay on the lag, as in a Lou, and every single one is when you have dropped into one of my live streams. So I'm trying to sort that delay on that. But well said, mate. Bring on. So apologies, mate. Louis, I will let you know if I am once I got that sorted, mate. But I will be trying to do me live match reactions very soon, mate. Just been working at the minute, so I haven't had time. Stephen has said, well said, mate. Bring on anyone. I don't care. We're boss. Stephen, you're absolutely spot on there, la. We are boss. But I tell you, they will be having kittens, whoever we get tied up against, Barca or whoever. Virgil van Dijk has put Messi in his back pocket. You're having a laugh, Nico. Shaqiri will get his own spot. At least enough to pay for one of Alisson's arm. Probably, yeah. So that's a big arm. I think Alisson's arm's probably bigger than me in terms of length. He's an absolute giant of a human being. I mean, Salah gave the ball to Mane to miss it. Nico, yeah. But Shaqiri deserves his own spot. Louis, and everyone, just before I get on your comment, mate, There will become times in the knockouts when we do need Shaqiri. We didn't need substitutions tonight, touch wood. We did defensively, but if you're a goal or two down and you need your substitutions, you look at that Champions League final. We didn't have a Shaqiri, we didn't have a Fabinho, we didn't have a Naby Keita on the bench. It's when you get into those latter stages of the Champions League and in the league, you need to look at your bench. And tonight, when we looked at the bench, it was so much more improved in terms of quality. They weren't needed tonight, but there will be matches going into further into the competition that those lads like Shaqiri, as he's just been talking about them, mate, will be needed to bring into the squad. So Shaqiri will be getting his chance, mate. I think he just needs to keep performing, and the whole squad is needed, not just in one games. It's a whole 38 game Premier League season, and then there's another 5, 6, whatever matches it is to the final in May. Hopefully we get there, and hopefully we do win the Champions League. But tonight, everyone, the absolute legends for joining in on the live stream. We're into the knockouts, the last 16 of Champions League, and whether it was 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 5-0, 6-0, it would have all had the same result at the end of the day. And what the most important thing is, Liverpool are into the Champions League last 16, and we can all go to bed happy. And bring on Manchester United, everyone. We're absolute legends, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in, watching the live stream. Really do appreciate it. There's nothing more important than watching Liverpool win. And everyone, have a quality rest of your night, wherever you are. If you're in America, Australia, England. What day are we on? We're on, it's Wednesday tomorrow anyway. But enjoy your Wednesday. Thank you very much, everyone, for dropping in. If you don't mind dropping a like on the video, really does go a long way, just so it can reach a lot more fellow Liverpool fans around the world. They get aware of all of our content that we all discuss. But you're absolute legends, everyone. Enjoy your rest of your Wednesday. The rest of your Tuesday, but have a quality Wednesday, whatever you're doing. Agreed. Just need to hammer the Manx now for the next Xmas. So absolutely spot on there. What do you think the score will be versus United? I'm going to go for Louis. I'm going to go for a 3-5, 6, 10-0, hopefully, mate. But a realistic one, I'd say a 3-0. It'd be a very difficult tie anyway. Jose will park the bus, as we already know, so it'll be very much in terms of how well we do create, and as we done tonight, we have been creating a lot of chances, really, and take that into Sunday. That'll be absolutely boss there. Thanks, mate, top job. So 3-0, so it's gone with a 3-0 United. I say 2-0 to us. That's from Louis. Everyone, have a quality rest of your night. I will be doing a video hopefully very soon once I finish work. I think it'll be tomorrow, or might be, what day are we on? Around Thursday, Friday, everyone, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be doing a live stream, so we can talk about the Manchester United match. But I will be speaking to you tomorrow, hopefully. If not, speak to you very soon. Make sure you do put your notifications on as well, so you do get alerted instantly when if I do go live or when I do release a video. The absolute legends. Have a quality rest of your night. Liverpool are through to the last 16. Come on. Well played, Alisson. Well played, Mo. Well played, Jürgen, the absolute legend. And well played, every single one of you for getting involved in the live stream. Really do appreciate it. As always, Reds, have a quality rest of your night, and you'll never walk alone. Good night, everyone.